Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. Welcome to I Am the Change. My name is Michelle Simon Kelly. I started this in 2019, stating out loud that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by a weekly video, still reporting to you guys 6 years later, almost at the end of 6 years, that fear, shame, and guilt has still not broken up with me yet. It's a stalker, and I have to re-break up with it every single day. And since then, I've had other New Year's resolutions and intentions, which I've managed to do almost all of them. However, not in the time frame that I thought. I thought it'd be like a one and done and move on to the next, and it's not like that. Every night when I go to bed, I go back to factory reset and have to be reprogrammed, and I'm getting deprogrammed from a lot of the stuff and the misbeliefs that I was brought up with, and then reprogrammed every day. Michelle, you're an alcoholic, you don't drink. Michelle, you're a recovering food addict, and what that means for me is not to eat sugar, flour, wheat, and caffeine. I was addicted to candy as a kid. I used to steal money from my parents to go buy candy. I had a girlfriend who lived near a candy store, and I thought that was like her life was like made because she could walk and go get candy whenever she wanted. So that was my sugar addiction starting as a little girl. And also, I'm a recovering adult child, which means I am from a dysfunctional family, and it's adult children of alcoholics and dysfunctional families. And I grew up from a dysfunctional family, and I knew from a very small age that this wasn't normal and this wasn't right, and I thought everybody else knew it too, and they didn't. They couldn't see what I saw, and they weren't hearing what I heard, and I always believed that there was something wrong with me because nobody else saw it and nobody else was able to acknowledge it. And I thought I was the crazy one, and you couldn't hide me. You could, my anxiety, I felt everyone's emotions around me, and it was coming out sideways, and I couldn't pretend like everything was good when it wasn't. So what that looked like for me was, first I started, with my candy addiction. I remember stealing a ball from the store when I was like 5 years old. We had this store called Super Fresh, and some of you will remember the Super Fresh. Some of you have never heard of Super Fresh, and they're out of business. But I stole a ball from the Super Fresh, and my mom marched me back in, and I had to give this ball to the manager, and I wanted to die. And I still stole after that. It didn't scare the shit out of me. I was still stealing after that. And what I realized about stealing is, I think I learned the only way I was going to get my needs met or get what I wanted is if I took it. And so that was one of the things that I developed. The only way I'm going to get anything that I need is I am going to have to take it. And I've learned I don't have to live like that anymore. So it's taken a long time to get deprogrammed from these beliefs and these things that I learned, these tools to survive. And I'm in these 3 12-step programs, and a lot of them label this as defects. You're defective. And it's not defective. They are survival traits and things that you do in order just to survive your life. So a lot of times we either do exactly what we see or the complete opposite. And usually neither one is good. And usually somewhere in the middle is great if you can find a balance. And I remember one time somebody saying to me, Michelle, you want to be a 5. I was like, what? Not a 10, not a 0, but a 5. And you guys, I am working on being a 5. Average, not up here and not down here, but I'm just like everybody else, and everybody else is just like me. And I fit in everywhere. I belong everywhere. But first I had to belong in AA. And then I had to belong in ACA. And then I started line dancing and I belonged there too. And then I belonged in FAA, and really I belong everywhere. And I used to feel like I didn't belong anywhere. And now people can hear me when I speak. And it's not that I don't speak the same way or say the same things, but I've learned how to say the same things differently in a way that people can hear me. And that has been the biggest gift for me, is my gift of speech and being able to talk and communication. And so what I keep learning is it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So another thing that I learned is say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean. And you guys, I had a mean streak in me, and I didn't think I did. And it would always come out, especially when I was hurt. So I've learned to eliminate that last line that you just want to give that screw you, to not say it. And I was taught when I was little, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. And you guys, I've learned that I need to speak up, because I learned how not to do that, and how other people receive what I say is none of my business. But I'm meant to speak up, and how I speak up is with kindness, with love, and compassion. And that is how I'm able to show up. But I have to show up for myself first, every single day, before I'm able to show up for other people. And I want to tell you guys, I feel amazing. I still have my adult acne. I started taking apple cider vinegar on August 5th with the mother. I mix it with water and I drink it through a straw because supposedly it ruins your teeth. And then, you guys, my pain is like gone. I can't believe it. I haven't done anything different. I am being healed. Like, I went for Reiki twice, and the woman who did my Reiki, I went the day after I did my video last week, and she told me that I am not going to get healed by anybody else. The only person that can heal me is God and myself. And reaching out thinking somebody else has the magic power to heal my body isn't true. So it's giving my power away. And I've learned to take my power back. And I'm learning that every single day. And in order to keep my power, I have to keep relearning every day. Okay, Michelle, nobody holds your power except for you. So I've learned how to keep myself safe. I've learned if I'm in a situation that isn't good for me, I can get out of it. I can say no. I can say stop. And I can say, I've changed my mind. So you guys, I wasn't able to say this before, and I can now, and I don't want to lose it. But I work very hard every single day for all of this. So I just want to say this is your sign, signing off. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.